Hello Capricorn and welcome. This is your relationship reading for April 2020 and I have your energy here on the left hand side, Capricorn, and the other person's energy on the right hand side. I will be supplementing the reading with other decks and I will explain that as I go along. Okay, so the energy that I see for you right off the bat, Capricorn, is I feel like you definitely have some feelings for this other person, and I feel like you have been pursuing the other person, and it could be that this situation is going on at work, or perhaps you had forged a relationship at work, and that's where you guys met. Or it could also be that you're being very practical about how you go about pursuing this other person. So with the Knight of Cups there, with that energy, I do feel like there's, like you're smitten, Capricorn, or you do have a lot of romantic feelings about that other person. And then with the Knight of Pentacles, this person really takes their time, right? They don't rush into anything, and they make sure that, you know, all their ducks in a row. So I also see, Capricorn, where it just kind of feels like this proposal or this proposition feels like it's been a lot of work for you, right? Like you've been pursuing this person for a while, and perhaps they haven't reciprocated, or maybe it's the fact that every time you try to communicate with them, something goes wrong. Or it could be that they're not returning your calls, or they're not returning your text, or whatever. So I do feel like there is a lot of feelings there, but it's turning out to be quite a bit of work for you, Capricorn. Okay, so on the other side, I see that this person has been taking a break, because we have the Four of Swords there, and that energy is very retracted. And then we have the Ten of Cups. So that is all about home life and being at home, and where we feel like we have a good situation at home. But in this case, I feel like this person is taking a rest at home. And especially with that Hermit card there, I just kind of feel like, yeah, that person is taking a break from whatever the situation is, or maybe they're taking a break from pursuing any kind of relationship, or responding to your gestures of romance. Okay, so it kind of looks like they're not in that space to start anything, and that's what I'm picking up there, especially with that Hermit card there. It might be that they're having to take care of somebody at home or something. With that Ten of Cups there, the Four of Swords, the Ten of Cups, it just feels like something is definitely on hold at home. So and I know a lot of people right now are kind of in survival mode where that is concerned, so they may be putting relationship energy on the back burner for now. Okay, so I'm using the Twin Flame Journey Tarot to further supplement this reading, and let's see what we've got going on here, Capricorn. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of transformation going on both sides. So on your side, I feel like perhaps you are going into a new phase where relationship is concerned, and then on their side, it looks like they're going through a real change as well. So a lot of people have this energy coming up. This energy of transition is definitely coming out in a lot of readings. And I do feel like the world at large is transitioning. So yeah, I'm not surprised to see this card, but it is definitely a card that combines both of your energies. Okay, So let's take a look. It could also be, Capricorn, where you are coming out of one relationship and then maybe starting another one. And then also for them, it's the same thing where perhaps they're in a relationship and they've been trying to get out of that relationship for a while. But there is a lot of transitory energy going on here. Okay, so let's see what else we can bring to light. Okay, two cards. Two cards came out. All right, we have the Ace of Cups, love initiation. Yeah, I get you. I hear you, Capricorn. I know that you feel like you're wanting to bring that energy to the forefront and start something with that person. And I feel like you have a lot of feelings for them, especially with that Knight of Cups there. Yeah, I definitely sense that very, very strong energy. And then with this other card that came out, further emphasizing the Hermit card that was already there. So yeah, I'm starting to feel like that other person may already be in a relationship and they're wanting to get out of the relationship, but right now is just not a very good time. Right now, those things are on hold, okay? Because they've got other things to worry about. So yeah, and I also feel like they're questioning whether or not to get involved with somebody else at this time. Maybe that's just something they want to put on hold altogether, for a while. Let's choose one more card for an energy for the both of you. Seven of Cups, fantasy and temptation. Yeah, there is a lot of emotion going on. There are a lot of cups. A lot of that cup energy is here in this reading. And both of you have feelings for each other. But yeah, it feels right now that it's hard to be grounded, right? Because there is so much transition going on with you guys. And it's hard to know which way to go, right? Or I kind of feel like on their side, Capricorn, I feel like there's a lot of survival energy going on in their space. And so their mind is taken up by other situations right now. So I am sensing a lot of concern, a lot of worry energy here where that other person is concerned. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of that going on. Okay, so I'm going to choose a card from the Psychic Tarot deck. And this is the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck that I've been using to clarify some of these readings. And let us see what the psychics have to say about all of this. Okay, so we have the Truth card. And what I'm feeling here, Capricorn, is that you have been trying to get to a place where you are both speaking your truth. Because like I said before, I feel like the other person is very reticent about getting into a relationship with you. Something is going on. They could already be in a relationship, or they're too concerned about their financial situation or whatever is going on in the world right now. And so they're having to put that on the back burner. But it is hard to get to the truth when you have emotions that are, it kind of feels like emotions are churning out of control. Or it's hard to get grounded where those emotions are concerned. So yeah, I see where you are wanting to get at the truth, where this other person is concerned, but right now it's really hard for them to even do that at this time. Okay, so yeah, I hear you, Capricorn. All right, so I'm going to choose a card from the Lenormand deck, and this is the deck that I've been using for Lenormand, and I call it the Mystery deck because it's full of magic symbols, right? But I always do get further clarification from this deck, so I like using it. Okay, yeah. We have a lot of messengers here, Scorpio. Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, and it just kind of feels like the message here is all about the truth when it comes to your emotions. Because then we have the Ten of Cups, then we have the Seven of Cups, right? So there are a lot of messages about how you're managing your emotions, right? And I feel like this other person is just really retracted right now where their energy is concerned. Okay, so let's see what Lenormand has to say here. Yeah, perhaps you guys are communicating on social media, but I do feel like there is a lot of talk going on their side and with their friends. I feel like there are a lot of messages going on back and forth between some people on their end. And so maybe it's more about gossip and not so much about the truth. So this is what I'm picking up with this card here. And then, of course, the number 12 is actually the number 3 in numerology, and the 3 is all about communication. So yeah, I kind of feel like there is a lot of communication going on, but perhaps it's not coming towards you, right? They're just doing a lot of communication with somebody else. Okay, and I'm picking up that it's either friends or maybe relatives, but a lot of that stuff going on online. So let me choose a card for your energy here, Capricorn, and I'm getting the Anchor card. So yeah, like I said earlier, Capricorn, I feel like you're trying to anchor yourself, or you're trying to ground yourself, okay, when it comes to this whole relationship. And even though it's caused you to work, I would say to work overtime, you still feel like you need to get a hold of yourself, right? Or you need to get a hold of the situation, because we have a lot of fantasy and temptation energy going on. And yeah, it just kind of feels like you're trying to get a hold of that situation so it doesn't spiral out of control there, Capricorn. And then, yeah, with them, I kind of feel like that fantasy and temptation is being communicated probably in a way that is not very effective. Okay, it just kind of feels like it's a little out of control on their side. Okay. All right, so let me choose a card from the Light Keepers deck, and I'll show you what deck that is. I call it Light Keepers, but it's actually Keepers of the Light Oracle cards, okay? So let's see what messages the Light Keepers can bring to us here. So I see that you have a lot of feelings for that other person, Capricorn, but it also feels like the two of you are not on the same level of maturity. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. Yeah, I do see that a lot with you, Capricorn. So if you are going to be communicating with that other person, I would say use a very graceful type of communication with them, because right now they're just kind of they're not feeling very grounded right now. There's a lot going on with them. Okay. So yeah. I do see that something can happen, that, you know, that something can transpire from this situation, but right now the other person doesn't feel like they're very supported. All right. So, last deck I'm going to be using is the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. And this is the message that I'm going to leave you with, Capricorn. So let's see. Yeah, I kind of feel like that other person really does need your support right now. And you don't want to make their situation any worse, right, than it has to be. So let's see what the animal spirit. Nightingale spirit. Love is all around. Wow. Okay. So, further emphasizing Paul the Venetian, right? Experiencing grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. So, okay. Well, that is a beautiful message. So, I would say, Capricorn, hang in there, you know, just take it easy, allow that other person to get their rest or whatever it is that's going on. And at some point, this is all going to clear up and you guys can get together and love each other as much as you want. Okay, so those are beautiful messages. And here with that truth card, I'm just starting to feel now like you both really, really want to be together. Okay, but you just can't do it right now. Okay. Wow, that's a beautiful message there for Capricorn. All right, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. You guys take care. See you next time.